Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. That is right, we are on Mickey's account. I see him over there in chat. We kind of planned this together to do a massive summon event, guys. So go ahead, grab your coffee, which I have right here. It is going to be a little bit. If you remember last time, guys, when we've done these summoning videos, we have actually split them into multiple forms just because there are so many. Now, Mickey's accounts, these are completely free to play. You can see we have 1,450 time emblems. We have 1,200 Stargazer scrolls. And then looking here, guys, we have almost 2,500 common scrolls, plus 500,000 diamonds. It's going to be insane. What is going on, guys? So we got Blue Crimson here. Shadow is here. Beacon of Hope as well. Devin is here. Kooky is here as well. We are ready to do this, guys. Now, overall, looking through the heroes, I don't believe he has any awakened heroes. I believe the last time that we did this was probably, and remind me, Mickey, if I'm not wrong, but it was probably a year and a half ago, maybe even going on 2 years. As you can see, a lot of the more recent meta heroes that we've seen on these accounts we don't have. So when you look at a Star, when you look at Nevi, when you look at Mishka, which we have right there, I think that was about the last time that we did our summons on here. So it has been a while, again, a significant amount of time. You'll also notice he has used no cards. So interesting enough, guys, you know, a lot of players do have a lot of comments about the time emblems. Now, again, these are completely free to play. What's going on, Hoppit? With almost 1,500 cards, that is out of the events, that is the free cards, that is farming the towers, that is doing an incredible amount of time and effort in getting those cards, because it is roughly 500 to 600 cards to get an awakened hero. So technically we should get 2 at least fully built, possibly working on a 3rd awakened hero at that point. And I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if, I know Mickey had responded and said, hey, you can do whatever you want to on the account, not really too concerned about it. Go any direction you want. Now you'll also see he has the trial version right here of Metria. Overall, I'm not seeing an incredible amount of utility with her. A lot of players who have been running her within the treasure scramble, she's not really doing the greatest there either. Even within the tower, it seems like maybe a one-off niche team that we're kind of seeing her being utilized. But I do want to build her, guys. And the reason is between all of Mickey's other accounts, between all the other accounts, this is the one that we don't have built. We have every single awakened hero through multiple accounts that is built. So if you have to merc, if you have to borrow anything of that nature, we can go ahead and do that. Let's start off, guys. I know we have a lot of chests in here, and this is the reason I wanted to build this out, guys. He's capped even on chests. Here we have the treasure chest. He is capped on the chest. He is capped on everything. Even looking here, guys, we have 26 superb stones. I'm excited to get into this. What's the account focus? I don't know yet, Blue Crimson. We're going to kind of go for it. Yeah, a normal account law, I would go Belinda, absolutely. Solus, absolutely. Thane is really big when it comes to the PvP. Baden is good as well. But overall, again, thinking of Mickey's accounts in general, similar to what I do with all of my faction accounts, I have the ability to borrow all of the fully built awakened heroes. And I want to make sure if there's a place where Metria is going to be used, that we do have availability to go ahead and build those. Ghazi, we are summoning for pretty much everything. We're going to see, and we're going to get this. Vithiel, absolutely. I love Vithiel. Kanisa and Rook the same. Let's pop open some of these chests, guys. Look at that. 56,000 diamonds literally just sitting there. That is a lot of Stargazer summons. That is a lot of summons in general. We add another 30,000 right there. So even though we'll probably get to 30,000 diamonds, I hope, but right there was another 30,000 diamonds and another 10K right there, guys. That's incredible. Even look at the mats. 20,000 elemental cores. We have 42,000 elemental shards. Red chest, we have 1851, meaning Mickey can build anyone that he wants to any level on this account, which I absolutely love, guys. I'm going to save the rare stones. We don't really pop those because they'll fill up the bags really quick. But let's go through, guys, see if we can get some awakened heroes. Now, at this point, with the awakened heroes coming from the superb stones, we have gotten 2. That is it. That is all that we've seen. It is 2 that we have gotten. What's going on, Moneymaker? Devin is here as well. Verticostia? Get with Theo Max, definitely. All right, guys, fingers crossed, 26 stones. Is it going to be an Awakened Hero? It is. Got a copy of Edwin. Okay, new Greyborn right there. Got a copy of Tamara's. So 2 heroes right there. And again, no Awakened Heroes. But looking through here, guys, we have Oku. We got Antandro. We got Ty Lee. We got Tamara's. We got Edwin. We got more copies of a star. We got Sonya up there. So pretty decent, but still no Awakened Heroes. Let's see, guys. Elite Stones max out at 66. Who are we picking up? There's a copy of Salakai. Let's run down this. So I see Khazard right off the bat. Hodgkin, and going through kind of heroes that are still utilized. Right there, we have Peanut. We have Tamara's right there. Hodgkin again, which is utilized. Raku we have in here. We have Ty Lee right there is Salakai. We have Mishka Edwin again with another copy right there. And then we have, look at that, we have an original Tailene, a Wukong, and then of course we did get the Khazard. So 3 out of there. So definitely, hey, can I borrow 1,000 Stargazer cards? I wish. It would be really cool. I have someone called Mickey in my guild. Maybe it's one of his accounts. Could be. Could be. I know Mickey's on here. I've seen him a little bit. I called 2 Awaken on the Superb Stones. Nope. There is not. You're my AFK. Oh, very cool. So there is a mentee in here. I will mentor. Now, one thing with the mentoring, guys, is if you don't put any tags in there, I will not accept it. And I've said that time and time again. Look at the amount of stones that we have in here. If you're looking to do the mentor-mentee relationship, if you do not put anything when you're going in there, I do not recommend just leaving that blank. Salakai flopped. Salakai overall works incredibly well within the Mauler Tower. The thing is, they released Salakai. Everyone was super excited about Salakai. Then they dropped Palmer in the next patch. It was literally Salakai. Palmer was the next hero. Palmer really overshadowed Salakai, but Salakai does work well in a lot of formations. 16 more stones here, guys. Let's see. Do we pick up no more Celestials and Hypogens? So we got a copy of Alero right there, which again, not a huge optimization piece with him, but that's a lot of summons, guys. That is a lot of hero copies in here. And of course, we're going to get spammed, but look at that. Wow, that is a lot. Let's go through. And again, last time we did the summons in here, we were building out a lot of these heroes. So we're literally going to have to go through, because it is live. We're going to have to go through and we're going to have to build out a lot of these heroes. Making a lot of food. Again, grab your coffee. We are in for a lot of summons in here. Yeah, Palmer is absolutely Shadow. Palmer is amazing. I love Palmer's build. I love that he is utilized in so many different avenues of AFK Arena. I do not like building heroes when it is just usually one spot they work, possibly just the Mauler Tower. I love having the ability to use heroes in a bunch of different formations. Really adds not only the utility, but also the viability to build them up and build them up higher, because again, you have the heroes built. Is there a grand hunt guide out for free-to-play players? Not that I've seen, Gazi. I don't know if there's going to be one. AFK Inside usually does the guides for those. Free-to-play, it's tough to make some of the guides, especially when you look at free-to-play, because there is such a wild variation with heroes that you have built, and swapping out a lot of, and I got this feedback from a lot of different players, that a lot of the heroes that were even in some of the free-to-play guides, players still couldn't use because they didn't have specific heroes built, which again, it's hard with breaking it down that far to, you know, kind of what heroes you actually possess. As you can see, guys, he is stacking all of his, all those dimensional heroes in there. So we still have a ton, guys. We have a lot. We probably have to alter the switch list. I think you might have got it set. We got Palmer in here. We got Salakai in here. We got Anasta in here. Now, even looking here, guys, some of the biggest heroes to build out of here. Palmer, absolutely. Same with Rosline, absolutely. Sonya has a lot of utility. Anasta, absolutely. Kren, still a lot of utility. Nevi, a star. Orin, Tamaris, seeing a lot of play with them. Oden, Edwin, even Silas, again, seeing a lot of play with those heroes. Now I'm going to go through, we're going to do some of the Temple of Time summons. We still have a couple more days on our discounted. So again, I'm going to go with Matria just because I want to get the copy so Mickey actually has the ability to borrow her as he needs. What's going on, Jordan? Can you believe I finally got Halos Ascended? I've had him at Mythic for so long. Save the mats to get him to 30960. Devin, that is amazing. Getting the hero built up. Halos works well and just works exceptionally well when you get him built. When you add the 9 of 9, when you do the plus 60 engraving, really does make a big difference. My Palmer is still in the hospital. Frampton broke him in the AE. Oh, very nice, Shadow. That is funny. Betting on 600 cards. All right, guys. So I'm going to take a note. I have my notepad. Just as you can see, guys, all of my trusty heroes. So we're at 1450. Now, one thing I want to point out about this is I've had a lot of players say it took me 100 cards per copy that I got of Matria. I don't believe it unless there's proof. We know the pity timer is roughly 60 to 65, usually 65, but looking at all of the data, if you guys don't follow Reddit or Discord, looking at all of the data, the 10 summons versus the 1 summons do not make a difference. And they did tens, I believe it was right around like tens of thousands of summons. There is no difference between them. The rate is the rate. And that's kind of what Lilith had said. Even looking at the pity timer, it has been about the same. It has been almost the exact identical rates. They did a crazy amount of single summons, crazy amount of 10 card summons, the same rates. It yielded, again, the same results, the same rates. It is very interesting. What's your opinion on the Mauler mage that has the invincibility effect? She is good, French core. I think you're talking about Taylor. She is good, but you have to have her very high invested, and she's only used for the tower. That's one of the drawbacks. All right, guys, so 1450, let's see. So 600, let's see what we can do, because these are going to be the discounted. I'm not sure why it just kept it on there. Might be a little bit of a delay. But you can see, guys, 1, 2, that's what, 30, that's 40, 50, 60, and this will be our copy. And there it is, guys. So if you look, if theoretically it goes this way, that would have been 62 cards based on getting our first copy of her. So that is one. And I'm hoping we need some good luck in here, guys, to get these copies down. I've ranged anywhere from 500 up to 700 plus. When I did Thane, I actually hit 700 plus cards. There's copy number 2. To pull Thane, when I summoned for Brutus, I was under 500. So Brutus, I actually had a lot of luck with when I did his pulls. So that's 3, 4, and we're not seeing it yet. That's 5. Number 6 gives us, so that would be at 60 cards right there. Yes, that's the petty. Yeah, definitely. My Awakened Belinda costed 618 tickets, included the discount. Yeah, Shadow, that's kind of crazy. All right, so mailbox we know is going to be absolutely full, but that's 20. And I try to keep track. Again, we need to see some better luck on this, guys. And that, again, would be essentially 62. So all 3 copies we've gotten so far have been at pretty much the max. We got to see a double would be awesome. A triple would be insane, guys. But again, we got to get this hero. We're in the minimum amount of cards. Just need the streamer luck to come through on this one. And there we go. So that is copy number 4. We're burning through a lot of cards, guys. And she is not wanting to drop those copies one single at a time. That is crazy. Never gotten a double in the Time Gazer. Yeah, Time Gazer doubles are pretty rare. But they do happen. They do happen. I've seen a couple. Triples I haven't seen. I have not been privy to getting a triple copy as of right now. But again, guys, these are the heroes we're going to build out. There's another copy. So that brings us to, I believe, 5 at that point. And back-to-back copies. That is what we need, guys. That is what saves us those cards. So it looked like we were probably about 60, just at 60. And then we pulled a back-to-back. I got Matira at 440. Very nice. Why not normal summons? So the big thing with that law is the probability of getting one of the copies that we have of a specific awakened hero are almost astronomical. You're on 2x speed. It's still speed. Oh, on the 2x speed. I run everything on the 2x speed. I don't do the 6x speed. What I've noticed, guys, is for me on BlueStacks, if I run this full 6x speed, and there we go. That was only, what, 5 pulls? If I run it full speed, Devin, BlueStacks doesn't like it. BlueStacks will actually crash. And I've seen it time and time again. That is why we go the 2x speed. I know it's going to take a little bit more. But again, 6x, it has some problems on occasion. And there we go, guys. There's another copy. We're down to 892. So that's what? We're quite a few cards down. And let's see where we're at here. That's why I wanted to hop over and see exactly what we had over here. Got lucky with the back-to-back copy that we actually picked up. And I think she is almost done at this point. So there is Mythic. Open up that signature item. There is Mythic Plus. And then we need, what, 2 more copies. That's it, guys. 2 more copies, and then she'll be done. But Tree has an amazing concept. Yeah, so Chaos, that is what we're seeing. That's exactly what we're seeing. Is the concept is good. The theory behind Matria is very good. Higher level deficiency, it doesn't seem like it's effective. And then PvP, a lot of players have been trying to put her into the treasure scramble. And there we go, guys. There's another copy. And it doesn't really seem to be working as well. It doesn't seem to be working either, which again, a lot of players are kind of disappointed with her being, you know, an awakened hero. That they're not finding a fit for her as of yet. And especially after what we've seen with Aziz. And there we go, guys. That is our last copy. So 822. Let me bust out my handy dandy calculator because I don't want to do my my mental math in here. So we'll pop it up over here. And I slide it into this little place right here. So we had what? 1450. 1450 minus 822. 628. So not too bad, guys. Not the 700 that we were sitting at with Thane, but 628 cards to get her to that Ascended. And look at that, Ryan. Glad to see Hippo is live. Thank you very much for being a supporter of the channel, guys. Remember, subscriptions are free. Being a member does cost a little bit, but 628 cards to get Mahira or Matria up to that Ascended version, which of course we got to pull 3 more copies to get her built out a little bit higher within the Stargazer. Once you do get an awakened hero up to Ascended, and I get this question again a lot, they show up in here and you can build the stars in here. Do not by any means continue the summons in here. Build the stars up in the Stargazer. This is the place you want to do the Stargazer, where you want to add copies. So we need 3 more copies. Yeah, not too bad. And that's generally the rule. When we look kind of what is right on par for pulling within the Stargazer, it is roughly 600 cards. That is kind of the margin. I mean, 500 is really good RNG. 600 is right on par average with your rates. 700 is really, really bad RNG. So again, it kind of going both ways. You can see 600 is roughly where you want to pull them. So again, we need 3 more copies from the Stargazer, and that will give us the star. Also, with the Awakened Heroes, guys, for probably 95% of players, there's our first copy. You only want to take them to 1 star. Look at that, back-to-back copies. Again, guys, that leaves 1 more. You do not want to take them past the 1 star because it is incredibly expensive to build them out to 5 stars. Almost to the point where you could build another Celestial or Hypogean versus taking the Awakened Heroes and adding a lot of stars onto them. The benefit return is not really there. Once you get them to the 1 star, guys, leave them at the 1 star. That honestly, if you're not a pay to win player, if you're not putting money into AFK Arena, it is really the best way to build them is literally just to the 1 star like we have right here. That is where you want to leave them. Really hope she isn't good for Cursed Realm. Yeah, and I agree with you completely, Law. I hope she is not a game-changing hero, which we're not seeing at this point. We're not seeing her. If she was really a pivotal game-changing hero like we seen with the Awakened version of Belinda, we would have already seen her within the Cursed Realm. We would have seen her with the trial version in the Cursed Realm. We would have seen formations built around her. So again, with her being out for what? Going on a week. I believe it was Tuesday she dropped. So almost going on a week. She really hasn't found a place as of now. Doesn't mean she's not going to, but as of right now, we have not. All right, guys. So 822 cards. Just want to jot that down on the notepad. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to do Belinda. Now, the big reason, guys, is, of course, Belinda. So when we look at these heroes, Solus is a solid choice support hero, run in a lot of different formations. But the Awakened version of Belinda is one. It's either you have her even at a lower level or you don't have her. It's really a game-changing difference when it comes to Belinda. And that's why even the tier list that Zero put out a little bit ago even showed Belinda was really the one to build. But again, she is either you have her, or you don't have her built. She is really a game-changing hero. How many accounts do I have? I have 8. I have 8 accounts in total, which is absolutely crazy. But yep, we do have 8. This one is actually Mickey's account. I'm not sure. I seen him in here earlier that we were going to go ahead and play this. I got from Ascended to 5 stars. Takes like 15 copies. Yeah, that's the big thing, Hoppit, is if you're looking to build the Awakened heroes up to multiple stars, it costs 3 copies, not 2, for every single star, making them super expensive. It's tough. It's tough to really swallow the amount and the cost of getting those heroes up to 5 stars. All right, guys, we're at 822. Belinda, let's see if we get some better rates with this, guys. I'm hoping. So there's one. And again, we know the mailbox is going to be absolutely full. There we go. So there is our first copy. Boom, right off the bat. Pretty close. So we're what? I think 4 in. And again, I'm trying to kind of keep track of them. But look at that. Another copy right there. Very nice. That is already a second copy. And look at it. Back to back. Another copy. That is 7 pulls, 8 pulls, 3 copies. Just like what Devin literally just called it right there. Now that Belinda is out of the ship, the rates will be insane. There it is. Right there it is, guys. That is some crazy, crazy luck. Yep, Devin called it spot on with those copies of Belinda. Wait till the hero is out of the ship, and then you're going to get everything you need out of there. Because that is 3. This is free to play, Ang. And there we go. There is another copy that gives us, I believe, 4 copies already. Yes, these accounts, and look at that. Another one right there, guys. That is 5 copies. These rates are getting insane. Look at that. Hope Matria sucks and I can go for Belinda. Yes, guys, the copies are falling like crazy in here. And again, Devin thinks it's because she's out of the ship. We can't get the avatar frame for her, but we're getting pretty lucky with the copies, guys. There is another one. And I think that's 5. I think that might be one more, then we'll check, and that might take her up to Mythic. So pretty good so far with the rates. Yeah, there's Mickey. I was wondering if Mickey was gonna pop in here. There we go, guys. There is another copy that leaves us 582. Let's see where we have her built. I think we need, there is 1. So we got 1 bonus copy out of there. So there is Mythic. So we need what? 3, 4, we need 5 more. 5 more copies, guys, and she will be built. Still doing pretty good with the rates. Gotta keep it going. Come on, Belinda. There's another one. Boom. That takes it down to 4 left. I still want to see the double. I still want to see the triple. More than a single. And there we go, guys. There is another one. Takes us to 3. 3, and we are done in here. Again, we got to keep these rates up, guys, to have these cards left over. Come on, Belinda. Every time I see the blue, I'm waiting to see the yellow. There it is. And it is just another single. Gives us 2 left. 2 left. And she will be all the way to that ascended. And look at that, guys. 20 more cards brings us another copy. That leaves us, I believe, at this point, 1 single copy left. Yep, I just wanted to make sure the count was right. So 1 copy and she'll be done. Yeah, it's literally the polar opposites here with our heroes. Come on, don't make us do. That's 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Just another 4 gives us a single copy. That's okay, guys. That still leaves us 400 cards. Now, again, on average, if it takes 600 to build a hero, we have 4 of those 600, which let's go ahead and run the numbers, guys. I'll bust out the calculator again and see exactly where we're at. There is Ascended. Again, we're going to add a little more onto her. The rest of the cards, similar to what we did with Mickey's last accounts, I am going to save the rest of the cards. And we're saving the cards for the future Awakened Hero. So let's see. So we had 822 minus our 392, 430. Devin, look at that. That is right, guys. So again, running the numbers, we had 822 when we started, minus our 392 that we have remaining, gives us 430. So that's pretty good with the rates on there. For getting her, it was what, 622 or around 600 for getting Matria. And there we go for Belinda. So pretty good rates on the summons. And again, that leaves us 392 cards. That again, we're going to save. So we're going to hop over to Belinda. I'm going to get her 3 more copies out of the Stargazer. That way we can get her up to Ascended. I forgot I got a double for Solus. Yeah, anytime, guys, that you get doubles in here, literally just shoots up the rates astronomical. Blue Crimson called it at 400. He was almost absolutely spot on, which is awesome. Yeah, it made up. Sebi, it definitely made up for the rates. All right, guys, 3 copies of our Awakened Belinda in here to go ahead and finish her out. And then let me know, Mickey, who do you want to Stargaze for? I know we built a lot of different heroes on here, but I want to see. So there's 1 copy, need 2 more. Who do we want to Stargaze for, guys? There we go, back-to-back copies. That means we need just 1 more, and she will be done. And of course, we got stuff in the for days, literally just sitting here, guys. We have almost 700,000 diamonds, which again is insane. Yeah, Vathiel, I like. Vathiel we've summoned for before, and there it is, guys. That is our last copy of the Awakened version of Belinda. So very nice, guys. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. And again, the chances and the probability of getting an Awakened hero out of all of our scrolls is kind of crazy. So again, happy we got both of those built. Stargazer, we're going to pause at this point. We're going to hop over and we're going to start these regular summons. Look at it over on Mickey's account. 11,000 companion points, 2418 on our scrolls, almost 1,000 faction scrolls. Which faction scrolls I am still waiting to see our Awakened heroes show up in here. Since we have every faction, I want to see the Awakened heroes in here. Vathiel maybe. Yep, Vathiel is a very, very solid choice. I approached RC 600 to have like 50% of the time left when Soren and Riz dies. So funny thing, Shadow, I don't know if you caught, the Riz and Soren have a cap, and they have kind of an internal cap. Wishlist is good, but it will actually stop your damage when you're going through Riz and Soren, depending on where you're at, which again is kind of crazy. He's betting on 0 Awaken. No, Blue Crimson. We need a couple. We need a couple to build in here. There is Thisu. Thisu, of course, pretty good within the tower. There's a copy of Oden. A lot of the heroes like Tylee and Thisu, not seeing really any utility outside of the towers, unfortunately, at this point. And there we go. There's a copy of Desira. Tarnos for PvP. Did you just recently do Mickey's accounts? It was a while ago. So Mickey runs accounts like I run accounts. There is Palmer and there is Kren. Yeah, Yeah, we did Mickey again runs accounts like I do. I have 8 accounts. I run 8 accounts. Mickey, I believe, runs 5 accounts, which is kind of crazy. There is a copy for Raku. And that is where this is, guys. As free to play, it is insane to see how much that Mickey can save, and even the dedication to save this amount of stuff to the hoarding level that it's at, because it is crazy to see. I spent a decent amount over 3 years playing, but I'm not anywhere close to a whale or a dolphin. Yeah, and same. I, again, kind of cap mine at 100. There's another copy of Kren. Most of you know, for the YouTube account, we keep it at about $100 is about the place that that I'm good per month. If we do a little more, a little less, I'm okay with it either way. But roughly, that is where we keep it. I want to see an awakened hero in here, guys. It's been a while. It has been a while from the companion points or the common scrolls that we've actually seen some of these awakened heroes. There's a copy of Morrow. Let's continue to add stars on here, and I don't want to build them up too high, but we're absolutely going to have to go through, and I know, build out some of these heroes as we continue to get copies, as we continue to drop heroes out of the list. Even looking at Verk, 4, 5, 6, that's Ascended with 2 stars right there. We have Granite built up. We have a lot of copies of Drez. We're going to have to go through. We're going to have to make food. We're going to have to build out some of these heroes. Some players have spent 10K plus, for some can't even physically touch. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, guys, with the amount of money that you can spend in this game. Is just, it's honestly, it's insane. It is insane. There's literally not much of a cap that we can really get. I have 6 accounts, but I play at work all day. Nice. Do you do every event in dailies? I do, KD. So most of the time that I spend on my other accounts is lunch. So literally most of the time I go to lunch where I work. I do it by myself. What do I do for work? I'm in banking. I'm in banking steps. What is my favorite hero? My favorite hero is Rowan. Guys, most of you know the Rowan story. I'm sure probably some of you could even tell the Rowan story like I do. Rowan has always been my favorite hero. Absolutely, Sebi. For the simple fact, he carried me from 18 to 22 in a single night. The day Rowan was released, I picked up 1 elite copy of Rowan, and he literally carried me for an incredible amount of time. There's a copy of Honesta. Now, Honesta, guys, one of the most important heroes to build. But again, at elite, Rowan carried me. And again, I've told this story quite a bit. Rowan carried me through 4 chapters of progression, literally with just the little elite Rowan that he was. It was very cool. What's going on, Winnie? I just got Soulless 350 cards to Ascended. That is amazing. That is absolutely crazy. Any benefits on having multiple accounts? The big thing with multiple accounts, and that's Mickey as well, the big thing with multiple accounts is I have the ability with the Awakened Heroes to borrow them from myself. So if I have accounts where I don't have the Awakened Heroes built, I have the ability to borrow heroes, borrow my own heroes guaranteed. So through the accounts, I built different heroes for that simple fact, Mickey, is I wanted to have the heroes available to build. Yeah, Rowan is still absolutely huge. When getting goal off alone, is it dumb to use off of a loan, is it dumb to use mats on him? No, if you're talking about Eins, I think that's who you're talking about, Third Eye. No, absolutely, because you can borrow the heroes from the garrison indefinitely once you borrow them 6 times. Should I get Honesta to 309? Absolutely. Honesta is a big priority, Petty King. Even if you're starting a new account, Honesta in the wish list, 309 E60 for Honesta works absolutely phenomenal. It is probably one of the high efficiency heroes that is in a lot of different formations, guys. Honesta is a hero you want to build. Without a doubt, she is one that you absolutely want to build. Yeah, like I said, with garrisoning the heroes, you can garrison the heroes multiple times Once you borrow them 6 times, Eins is yours to kind of keep. You get to garrison them for free. So let's build some of these out, guys. And again, I think we're going to continue. I'm going to start up front and see. So Sonia, we want to build. Palmer, we want to build. I'm just going to use some of this food and take a minute here, clean out some of these bags. Because again, we know heroes like Palmer, we're going to build. He is probably one of the biggest priority heroes. Of course, if you're starting a new account, Palmer is one you want to build. Same with Sonia. Sonia is another hero. Absolutely, guys. Sonia is one you do want to build out. Not quite a huge priority anymore, but when it comes to the tower, when it comes to the treasure scramble, Sonia does really well in both game modes. So if I build him out and he goes back next time, yes, absolutely, third eye, he is saved. So if you put a plus 30 on Eins and then he goes back, when you borrow him again, he will still have the plus 30. He will absolutely keep the build that you have on him. That does not go away. It'd be kind of crazy if it did, but yeah, that does not go away. Random question, what's the boss damage? I hit 2.8 billion. I'm about there, Devin, on the teams. So depending on the team that I'm actually fighting, my damage is about there. Average about 2.5 billion a hit. Again, depending, because I have 2 full teams of boss damage teams. So that's how I kind of built them. So we know, again, Anasta, I know we don't have that many copies of, but Anasta we are absolutely going to build. Verk, unfortunately, not a ton of utility. Granite, we can take actually Granite up to... Granite is one you have to take up, and you have to get Granite to a plus 30 signature item. The rest of Granite, guys, really doesn't make a difference, but the plus 30 signature item on Granite is the only reason and the real reason why Granite works. Getting the signature item on Granite, again, is the reason why he works. Now looking in here, guys, Orin, we definitely want to build. And look at that, Third Eye Prophet, a second Hippo supporter. Thank you very much for all the love and support for the channel, guys. It honestly, it means a ton to me. I love seeing all of the little hippos right there. Gotta support, even if it's not for much. Guys, I have no expectation for members joining the channel, super chats, anything like that. Literally, the things that I do in here is what supports my addiction to AFK Arena. And again, thank you guys for the support. It is really, really cool to see. All right, guys, so Peanut, of course, you want to build a star, utilized again in an incredible amount of game modes. And I knew, again, when we started this, getting out the coffee, it's probably going to be well over an hour live stream just because we have so much to do in here. Tamaris, you want to build. Peanut, you want to build. Nevi, you want to build. There are so many heroes, again, and I know we have all the blue rare food. That is literally sitting in the bag. Not too worried about that, but we're building out these priority heroes that we need to continue to build, continue to develop. Even Edwin in here, a good Tresnar in here. Isabella, not really used anymore. Kelthar still is. Kelthar is actually a hero that is still used for quite a bit. We see him, of course, within the Thorn Cheese, which is pretty much the main place that we're seeing him, but still, again, has some viability, has some utility in here. Anasta is one of my favorite heroes. Yes. Again, Anasta, guys, usually runs with Brutus. Also runs a bunch of different formations and does incredibly, incredibly well when you have the hero built out. What defense wilder is the best besides Mishka? They provide a lot more crowd control and support than really the tanking aspect of it. That's kind of the Wilder's kind of niche is that whole kind of tanking aspect that we have in here. And let's see, I was just thinking, guys, let's pop open these cards because I know I have a lot of cards in here just to pick up these copies. And I want to make sure, again, that we're not kind of over summoning for some of these heroes. But I know we have a lot, guys. It's crazy with these accounts, see, because like Lorzin, I think I seen Rosaline in there as well. I don't want to overbuild these. And if you guys remember when we were on Mickey's accounts last time, we have about everybody built. I literally think we have just about everybody, continuing to move them all to 5 stars. All right, guys, wish list still looks good. We don't have anyone max out in here, which we're good. We'll continue the summons. I think there's a pink stone in the bag. Yep, we did at the beginning. So we use a pink stone. I think the elite stones. Yeah, we used all of these. So we used all of the purple ones. All right, guys, let's continue in here. Still have 6,700 of our companion points, guys, and another elite right there with Silas. Silas is another one, guys. Still an incredible amount of utility. We are still seeing him used across all game modes. Cursed Realm especially. Still seeing utilization even within some of the Treasure Scramble. Still seeing utilization within there. My wish list is full of fodder. That's where I'm at right now. Thank you so much for the awesome guides. Oh, you're welcome, Kern. I love making the guides. I feel like the ability to help all of you guys comes from the guides. That is why I like covering when I see them on Discord, when I see the guides on Reddit, all of those. That is the reason why I do love covering them, giving them more exposure in, just knowledge to AFK Arena is really, really what we're looking to do here. Yeah, Honesta, like what Devin said, one of my absolute favorite heroes. Got another copy of Edwin in there. And of course, we're going to get all of the free loot out of the ship. I know Belinda is gone, but Matria is still in there as well. I still want to see the Awakened Heroes, guys. With this many and the probability, we should see 1 or 2 Awakened Heroes between all these summons. Endgame wish list, yeah, exactly. Just fodder. Of course, endgame wish list, guys, you're literally recycling heroes to beef up the Elder Tree. That is the only thing I'm doing right now, is just absolutely building those out. Should I build Nevi if I don't have Solus yet? Yeah, Nevi is really strong, guys. Nevi, of course, is going to support a multitude of heroes if you build Nevi out. Not only does she buff the shields, but she also does buff minions. Grez has minions. Baden has minions. Even Mishka's wolves are considered minions. Nevi will provide a lot of buffs if you don't have Solus. And even when you do get Solus, if you already have Nevi, it will be there. Who is my least favorite hero? My least favorite hero, Petty, is Zolrath. Now, the reason for that is not because of the Zolrath that I use, but my least favorite hero is the Zolrath that I fight. And it's kind of a throw-up or a toss-up between Zolrath, because you have to do all of the fights twice, which I think are just absolutely annoying. But also Thorin with the Taint ability. If you're fighting Thorin with the Taint ability, most of the time, even within the Voyage of Wonder we just did, he will kill your heroes out in literally one shot. They'll take them to 0 and it'll kill them out. I don't like fighting Thorin at all. It is kind of a pain in the butt. Now, we also know at this point, guys, that we do have the 4th anniversary that is coming up. In the past, the anniversary runs right early April. So again, we're getting ready. We're prepping. AFK Arena usually does an incredible amount of things getting ready for the anniversary. If you guys remember the 3rd anniversary or the 2nd, they have literally events on events on events on codes on a lot of other content. It's going to be really, really cool. I run Taline, Thorin, Scarlet Palmer, Nevi, Comp. The old man, yeah. That's Shadow. A lot of players still run Thorin. And there we go, guys. Seems like it's been a little bit, and it's a Rigby. We need some more of the Streamer's Block. We still have 2,400 scrolls, though, guys. We knew, again, that this was going to be quite a while. Look at the fodder. Just pages of food in there. There's our elites. There's all of our elite pluses, which, again, just literally pages of food. Yeah, Jasper, I agree with you. Granted, I'm not so much. It is just Zolrath and Thorin. They are the hardest. Not even too upset about Flora. Flora doesn't really bother me like Zolrath does, because again, if you fight a fight and you win, Zolrath rewinds. Second time you don't win, because of the RNG factor. Now you have to go through and you have to fight Zolrath twice again. And literally just rinse and repeat. That's what I've been testing damage, getting around 3.5 billion. There's another copy of Anasta. Again, we do want to build her out. Yeah, changing supports, changing pets. I know a lot of you are pretty deep right now in the Abyssal Expedition, and there's Rigby again. I don't know what's going on with Rigby, guys, but we seem to be pulling a lot of copies of Rigby, and maybe they wanted us to get him up to, there we go. They wanted us to ascend Rigby, but we're kind of running out of heroes to build with all the ones we have here. Even Anasta, need a couple more copies. So there is Mythic. There is Mythic Plus. So a couple more copies of Anasta, and she will be done as well. Yeah, the Flora stages. I know, Eddie, that's what a lot of people do say. The Flora stages are the nightmare. If you guys are old school AFK arena players, I believe when Flora came out and Flora was in a stage, it was the nightmare. There's a copy of Kayleen. All right, guys, 5 more pulls here, waiting to see the Awakened Heroes. We have seen 0 within these summons, guys. And that was a lot of summons, a lot of elite heroes. There's Raku. I think Raku is almost at to 5 stars. Our final one gives us just some more blue fodder. That's a lot, though. That was an absolute incredible amount of summons. Zolrath is annoying. He kills. That's the problem, Winnie, is when Zolrath rewinds, he comes back stronger. That's really the problem with that. All right, guys. Common scrolls. Let's see what we get out of here. Again, we have this little 0.1% chance, but every summon is going to be one closer. And then again, with our wish list, this is going to stack the heroes fast. Blue Crimson, I'm hoping you're wrong with your still betting on 0. But let's see, guys. Let's get into this. We got to prove Blue Crimson wrong. We got to see the Awakened Hero in here, guys. And a double right there. Silas and double Graveborn support. I still remember how long we waited for Silas. There's a copy of Morrow. To actually get Graveborn support. It took forever. Copy of Kayleen. So that's 3 in a row, guys. 4 elites in a row with a copy of Thisu. 5 elites in a row. That is insane. There's Tylee. That's 5 elites in a row. Crazy. That is absolutely crazy. There we go. Sonya again. Regular faction heroes seem to be a lot easier to pick up now in comparison to what they used to be. Here's a copy, another copy of Granite. Again, at this point, it is taking a majority of the heroes up to Ascended and up to 5 stars. There's a copy of Oden. Yeah, 5 elite heroes in a row. KD probably have low numbers since I don't have Belinda. Belinda is huge, guys. When it comes to the Abyssal Expedition, Belinda is a monster. Just an absolute monster when it comes to damage. So it looks like Raku is done. Right there, up to 5 stars. And then who else do we got? So Oscar, we're not. Again, fodder-wise, we have a lot more fodder. Even down here, guys, we have a lot of heroes built. We do. We have a lot of these heroes built, which is awesome to see. Just got here. What we are doing a mass summons hush on Mickey's free-to-play account. That is right, guys. With all of these cards, with all of these heroes, it is free to play. This is entirely free to play. With the amount of summons we've already done almost an hour of summons, and still we have the Stargazer coming up, and still we have all the rest of these scrolls, which again is going to be kind of crazy. 2,200 left, which is again kind of crazy. I got to pause this over here. There we go. All right, still, we got to see the Awakened, guys. I want to see the yellow in here. We got to see the Awakened hero. Blue Crimson is still telling us no. Another elite right there with Thisu. We're going to build up Thisu. I believe that's enough copies to get him up to Ascended. And there is Edwin. Elites are falling like crazy, guys. There is Peanut. I don't think I've ever had this solid of elite pulls in here. Look at that, guys. There is another copy of Palmer. And of course, Palmer and a couple other heroes we didn't have built at all. Going into this, we actually did the unlock with him. There's another copy of Salakai. Again, another hero that we just pulled. But more elites, still pulling Sonya. I think Sonya is almost to the Ascended level at this point. What's the best way to farm red engraving? I feel like it's a huge deficit. Honestly, which there's a double, guys. When it comes to the red engraving mats, similar to red chests, short of either buying them, there's not a way to farm them. Towers, you can't really farm them. I mean, you can get some out of there, but as far as farming them, it is events. And look at that, guys. There's a copy of Tamris. Yeah, the red chests, and also, again, the red chests and the elemental cores, there's not any way to legitimately farm them. There's another copy of Tamris. So again, I'm going to go through and we're going to build them up a little bit higher. Silas is building up a little bit higher, and it seems like, look at that, guys. Boom. So adding some more stars on Amaro, again, getting them maxed out. But that takes Sonya up to Ascended, which is where we wanted her to build. Now here, I'm going to build out Ty Lee. She is a hero. Again, Mauler Tower works incredibly well, similar to Kren. Kren is another hero, guys. Absolutely works incredibly well. And also Dres, Kren, two heroes, again, working very, very well. And I think Kren's already maxed, and then we have Titus maxed. I'm going to use this copy down here of Kren. That's really the only thing to use these heroes for, to a point, is food. There'll be a point where they are literally just fodder, like I just used right there. With that copy of Kren, they haven't done anything with them future-wise. I mean, short of recycling, but you'll get to the point of recycling everyone. Got to run tests. If he does his job at E44, I'd reconsider. If he doesn't do well, oh, I'm not sure who you're talking. Oh, the E60 on Zolrath. So Zolrath, with the E60, is really just the damage factor. That is the big thing, guys, is Zolrath's damage goes much, much higher and scales much higher when you build them out a little bit further. The E44, even the E30 will do its job, but as you go through there and as you build out, guys, the higher you build Zolrath, even with the stats, the better Zolrath is going to perform. And there we go, guys. There is our Ascended Peanut. There is Tamris. And I believe we also have some of Edwind that we can build up as well. Tamris, of course, utility in the Curse Realm, utility in the Treasure Scramble. Starting to see, again, a lot of places where he is actually showing up in formations. And of course, Edwin, there we go. A little bit more food. Took a break from the game, got back yesterday. Is there any guild? And I need a guild. Any help? Yep, right on. There's a lot of different guilds on there. Hippo Heroes, I believe, has room at this point. That is the main guild that we have. I believe, again, we have quite a bit of room in that guild if you want to just look for Hippo's Heroes. It is in there. To join a guild, hop back in, even check out the guide section of the channel, guys. There is a ton of guides on there. If you need anything about the new heroes, it is all on there. Check out the shorts. I love doing those as well, and I know a lot of you guys love them as well. And look at that, guys. There is Halos, the first copy, and that is, I believe, the first one that we pulled, Celestial or Hypogen, out of the companion points or the scrolls. Now it's time to get our Awakened Hero. I am definitely looking forward to getting one. Blue Crimson, it's got to be pretty close. And look at that. Back-to-back Celestial Heroes. There is Tarnos. I love how he looks, guys, and I regret not building him on the YouTube account. Honestly, I'm stuck at Earl. Where is the Ultimate Wasteland? The Ultimate Wasteland is the middle part. It is the very middle part, I believe, is that zone. If you haven't killed the boss, you cannot get in there. And look at that triple! Even though it's a copy of Wukong, guys, that is 3 Celestials in a row. I went from having none, told you guys we had none. Then AFK Arena heard me. Then they gave us 3 just like that. 3 Celestials in a row. and a copy of Honesta. I will definitely take that as well. And look at these summons in here, guys. This is just insane. Holy elite summons, guys. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, 5 in a row. We're not seeing the doubles or the triples, but we're getting a lot of copies of everybody. Yeah, that is insane, Devin. We are seeing a ton of multiple pulls in here. Double right there, which is Morrow and Rigby. Rigby, of course, we just got up to that Ascended version. Still have 1,800 left. The boss is right in the middle. The very, very middle of the entire map is where the boss is. Another copy of Honesta. That might actually take her up to Ascended as well. I think she's very close. I'm trying to remember some of these heroes that we're pulling, and another double, guys, and another Honesta. She, again, is a hero we absolutely want to build in. 3 Celestials, he's still betting the 0 Awakened. He is still against us. In Hunting Fields, I use Nevi, Rage Stack with Grez and Friends. Yes, absolutely, Shadow. That is why Nevi is one of the heroes that does incredibly, incredibly well. Nevi is a hero that I know a lot of people build, and Nevi does incredible in a ton of game modes. Throwing support in there for all of the minions, all of that does very, very well. So we're adding some stars in here, adding up some engraving. And again, I thought Honesta was pretty close. Nope, we need a little bit more, and Honesta will be built. Got a couple more, guys. And look at Wu. Wu is almost done. Now, once we do get him up to that 5-star, of course, you can just start recycling all of the additional copies you get in there, which is pretty cool. When did I miss my mass summons? I got like 4 Celestials and Hypogens. Yeah, it seems pretty good so far. I am happy with the summoning rates, and I'm happy with our Temple of Time rates. You figure if we got 4 and some change on one, we got 600 on another, that yields us about 500 cards, which again is pretty average for where we're at. Continuing to get these elites, guys, we're going to be able to 5-star, again, a majority of heroes, swapping them out as we go. Want to see the Awaken. I want to prove Blue wrong on this one. Got to be close. We got to be close. I couldn't find the guild. Yeah, I'll check it out. Read on when I'm done with this. We can look at it. We'll get you in a guild. I know a lot of players in here have guilds as well. If you're looking to recruit anyone, if you're a solid player, AFK, if you go AFK for more than 2 days, similar to my friends list, I do go ahead and remove players from the list. My opinion on Olgath, wait. Honestly, guys, Olgath, I wouldn't build Olgath. I would save your cards. I would save your diamonds. That's personally what I'm doing. And look, that Honesta again. Olgath doesn't really seem to have a lot of utility, Jasper. Same with Matria. Same with the new Awakened Hypogen. It seems like we still have to find a place. And you know what? Worst case scenario, or worst case scenario, you don't build them. You find out you need them. You can go back and build them, Jasper. But you're not building a hero you might not need. There's Oku and Orin. Again, Orin, I say this a lot. Do not underestimate Orin, guys. When it comes to the Wilder Tower, if you build him up, he is crazy. He is crazy, crazy strong. I really overlooked him till Trisha actually told me to go ahead and build him. I did. Don't regret it. Did the engraving on him, got the furniture on him, built him up quite a bit. And again, do not regret it at all. There's another copy of Rigby. I'm to the point where I think we might just drop out Rigby. And I think, again, we have what? Oden. We have Honesta right there going to the Ascended level. Looks like Orin we're building out a little bit more, so we'll be able to drop Rosaline out for that 5. And then where is... There's Rigby, so we don't have him quite built yet. But even looking here, guys, it's tough with the light bearers just because there are so many light bearers in there, and so many light bearers are at significantly lower tiers. There's an incredible amount of light bearers, guys, that you don't want to build, that there's literally no reason to build, which is kind of unfortunate. But who do we have down here? We have Saurus down here. I think I've seen a couple copies of Saurus, so I'm going to grab Ogi. I'm going to use Saurus just because, again, we have food in there. and he's already built up to 5. I like taking them up to this Mythic Plus level because then when I get the copies to actually ascend them, we already have them built. We will definitely build them up a little bit higher. And then, of course, Oden is almost done, guys. Edwin is almost done. We have a lot more heroes. We'll continue to build them. Yeah, so Matria in PvP, if you look, and I can give you screenshots all day, a majority of players that are using Matria in the treasure scramble, she's doing horrible. I don't know if it's the debuffs. I don't know what it is, but Matria within the treasure scramble, we've tried her within my guild adventure walk. Haven't had good, solid teams with her, period. It's really, really tough. What's going on, Anthony? Thanks for joining us for the live stream. 9 Furniture Rosline can make Naruto envious. Nice. And there we go, guys. Another Tamara's. The ultimate pottery ninja. Easily awakened disease. Yeah. I'm, again, hoping that Matria doesn't really have a lot of utilization. I hope she doesn't, guys. I don't want to build her. I want to save for the next one, or I'll just build out Baden. But again, I don't want her to come in and have a lot of viability. Should I get a single copy of Matria? As of right now, Kian, it's not really worth it. I pulled 1 single copy just because if we use her for some of the voyage ships. But overall, I'm not really seeing, again, a lot of utility with Matria. We're not seeing it yet. A lot of players built her out. She looks absolutely amazing. I love visually how she looks. But again, not a lot of players seeing a lot of utility with her. What's going on, Martog? Mulan is super strong. Yes. What's my opinion of Mulan? And there we go, guys. There is Salakai. Mulan is very, very strong, guys. Mulan is making an absolute monster showing when it comes to the treasure scramble. Mulan is also has a very, very strong showing when it comes to when it's coming to the Curse Realm. The Curse Realm, they've already been there. Missed about an hour of the stream, but I knew from the beginning, guys, like I said, grab your coffee. I knew this one is going to be a longer. We haven't even done the Stargazer at this point yet. And I know the Stargazer is going to take a little bit of time because we have a crazy amount of cards over here. There is a copy of Kayleen. Kayleen, I got to make sure we're building out Kayleen as well. I know we just started with Anasta. Let me see, did I swap? I just thought about that. We didn't swap out here. We finished out that one. We have Walker, we have Peggy, we have Oscar. So honestly, looking at our lineup, Cecilia, of course, does very well when it comes to the hunting fields. I like utilizing her in the hunting fields. Yeah, Mulan is a hero, guys, that does absolutely incredibly well within a couple different game modes. I would recommend building her out. Again, utility wise, she does really well. I am very, very impressed with Mulan and the teams that she's utilized in. She works well. She does work well. Core 2, not sure what you mean, Ahmed. I went to the Bleach collab and they asked us ages ago in the survey, but it never came to light. It's going to be interesting to see who they collab with this year. I know a lot of players have been talking about the collaborations, and there we go, guys. So we got him up to Ascended. The collaborations are going to be interesting. I want to see exactly who AFK Arena is kind of looking to collaborate with, do the collaborations this year. And I hope they bring over, my opinion, multiple heroes like they've done in the past. I love when they bring over the Awakened heroes. Yeah, Chris, 2,000 summons, no Awakened. Again, looking at the probability, I know it's low, but I think Blue Crimson cursed us with not pulling the hero, so we're going to have to pull one at least just to show them up. There is Ascended, guys. Still building out. Now, I said we're going to do Kayleen. Let's grab a couple here because I know we have copies of. Now, Kayleen, utilized within the Cursed Realm in one specific comp, works very, very well. But also, she does very well when it comes to the Greyborn Tower. Greyborn Tower, now, again, I don't like building specific heroes out for one single game mode. But again, she does incredibly well within the tower. And I know we already have a Sylvana. Go. I don't know what's going on with this. There we go. We got it. Who is another carry for the Greyborn Tower? So Baden on one team is a solid carry. Kayleen does incredibly well. Isolde does incredibly well. Isolde's actually one that a lot of players still run. Again, I don't know if at this point I would build out Isolde, but Damon does well, does incredibly well. He's another hero that is a very solid carry when it comes to the Greyborn Tower. I definitely like his build. Again, Isolde, I don't know if I'd build out at this point just because of the hero. Yeah, Morrow in the Temple Rift. The thing is, when you put some things behind Morrow with the badges, it works very well. It works well. I'm a little slow to respond, but read on if you need a guild, 20-second squad has some openings. Oh, there you go. So Country Freak, thanks. If you're looking for a guild, guys, there is one in there. Can Ullard replace tanks in Lightbearer Tower? Not really. The thing with Ullard is he is a hero, guys, that has to be built out a lot. That is kind of the bad part of it, is for him to be effective with his shielding mechanics. It does have to be built out a lot for Ullard to work. And again, most players that I know are not building out Ullard at this point just because there is so many other heroes to build in AFK Arena. He's kind of one that has kind of been phased out, is what we're seeing. Another copy of Desira. I hate that they advertise Bleach. Yeah, Bleach. I know I've heard of Bleach a couple times. Again, I hope with the collaborations they do really something good in continuing, guys, with these summons. Where is our awakened hero? I am really hoping we see it. Oh, thanks, Ahmed. Yeah, I love doing the summons. And again, big shout out to Mickey for letting us do this. There is only, guys, that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not including our time temple. I believe that is 7 celestials and hypogens we got. And look at that, guys. Thank you, Kelsey. We have a brand new subscriber to the channel. Thank you for subbing to the channel. We are getting there, guys. We already hit our 30,000. We're at like 30,000, I believe like 300 already. So definitely making a lot of progression with everything. Another copy of Honesta right there, and back-to-back elites like crazy. So I got to build Orin. Let me note that. We want to build him out. There is Oden again, and I think Oden might be done at this point. Because I know we needed one more star, and then Oden was done. But we are starting to see these heroes get completed, guys. Palmer and Tamaris. Tamaris, of course, already up to Ascended. Palmer already up, and back-to-back doubles. Look at that. There is Orin and Salakai. Talk about some really good summons in here, guys. This is crazy. I can't even imagine how many elites we have pulled in here, guys, with the cards. I know we had a lot of cards, but that is a lot of elite heroes, guys. Back-to-back doubles, which is awesome. I haven't seen the triple, but again, look at the heroes we're building out right here. So now we dropped out Morrow, so he is complete. Palmer, of course, we want to engrave Palmer, guys. His E30 engraving is huge to absolutely build him out. Honesta, the exact same. Building out Honesta makes a big difference. Now, of course, in here we said Orin. I thought, did I build him out a little? Which there he is. We did build him out. Nevi, we need some more copies, but we have Orin right there. And then we have Oku, we have Gorvo in here. But again, not a ton of heroes left to build. One more copy of Oden and he'll be done. Excuse me, his name is Salamai? Salamai? 100 cards not doing much. When you're broke anyways, need 500 more. Yeah, you'll always need more, guys. That's one of the things with AFK Arena. Regardless of how much you build, no matter how much you do, you will always need new cards. We know new heroes come out every 2 weeks, which of course means, again, it's going to take more time, more effort, more cards. It is the progression of the game. through time is really, really cool. There we go, guys. There's another Tamaris. I use Salakai in the tower, but some use the totem guy. So the big thing, Sivu, with the totem guy, so with Namisu, is he gives haste. That is the big thing why a lot of players do still use Namisu, is Namisu does offer haste, which is what he buffs. There's another copy of Orin, and I think that might take him up to Ascended as well. And I just thought of my wish list again. Morrow is out. We have Walker. We have Peggy. And you know what? I'm going to go with Hendrik. We'll finish out Hendrik. And we'll continue, guys. We still have 1,000 left in here. Again, I knew this was going to be crazy with the pulls in here. And another double. Palmer and Orin, those are two that you absolutely want to see come up in a double. Another elite right there, which is Nevi. Nevi we actually haven't seen too many summons of at this time. But we are getting close, guys. And another double. Edwin and Thisu. Man, still waiting for the Awakened Hero. This is kind of crazy. Look at it. Another double. There is Nevi and Granite again. We needed those copies of Nevi. Again, Granite's already to that Ascended, which, I mean, we could drop him out, honestly, to see who else do we have in here. Let's drop out Granite. Drez, we have a few. Sophia, we have a few. Let's drop in. I'm going to drop in Drez. We'll get a couple more copies. I'll build them here in a minute. And there is Mortis, guys. Very nice. Mortis, again, doesn't require a huge build, but does incredibly, incredibly well. I love utilizing Mortis, and he still has a ton of utility. And look at that first row, guys. All right, so who do we got? That gives us Tamaris. Again, the engraving. We have so many heroes on here to engrave. Lucky Mickey does have some mats. There is Orin up to that Ascended level. Another copy of Nevi. And then again, food. We'll make some quick fodder. And I know we still have all those legendary stones as well, which means we can build them up. But who do we got? We have Mishka, we have Pippa. There's Mishka and Pippa. I'm going to grab Arden, and then we'll do our Pippa and our Mishka. Recycling of food forever, guys. And I believe we're also going to be able to get Mortis up a little bit. Now, Mortis, of course, you want to get him to a plus 20 signature item is where you do want to build out Mortis. Now, look at that. Edwin from 0 to Awaken or Ascended. 0 to Ascended. Palmer, 0 to Ascended. Salakai, almost there. Tamaris, already have stars on. Absolutely awesome to see the heroes we're building out of here, guys. Still waiting for that Awakened. If only my Palmer was 9 furniture. He's stuck at 5. Yeah, Palmer is a hero, guys, you do have to invest in. But again, a triple. Look at that. We got one. And look at that. Talk about an ideal triple. Orin, Edwin, Nevi. That is a triple. Again, you want to see all three heroes. We absolutely want to see right there. And I love seeing the triples. That is awesome. Triples are so, so very cool to see. There's a copy of Sonya. Now, of course, we already have her up to Ascended, just like pretty much everyone else. Come on, we got to see the Awakened Hero. It's got to be coming close. Second copy of Sonya. That'll add that star on there. But I love seeing the triples, guys. The triples are very, very cool. And a perfect triple at that with 3 heroes we need. There's another copy of Kayleen. She is almost up to Ascended as well. Copy of Orin, again, adding some stars on him. Going to be very beneficial. And another copy of Orin. I'm telling you guys, these 5-star heroes, almost everyone on Mickey's accounts, short of the Celestials and Hypogens, will be 5 stars. It's going to be crazy, guys. There's another copy of Nevi. And another copy of Kanisa and Rook. Look at that. I believe we're at 10 at this point. If anyone's keeping count, please let me know. But I believe, again, at this point, that is 10. I believe that's 10 Celestials or Hypogens that we have seen with the addition of Kanisa and Rook. Still need the Awakened Hero, guys. Where is the Awakened Hero hiding? Another copy there of Anasta. Come on, fingers crossed. I want to see the Awakened Heroes, guys. And we're down to 600 scrolls left. Copy of Hendrik, again, adding some more stars onto him. Lightbearer Tower, guys. Hendrik is a very important hero. There is Rigby and Cecilia. Come on, we got to get closer. Yeah, the Thorn Cheese. I don't like as much as I hate the Thorn Cheese, it works. Another copy of Tamaris. Now remember, guys, also a lot of these heroes are within the heroic ship. So when it comes to actually getting copies or getting a lot of loot from these heroes out of the heroic ship, we're going to get a lot. There's going to be a lot of loot that is up for grabs within there. And Rigby's a hero, again, not an incredible amount of utility, but when it comes to the tower, works incredibly well. When it comes to the Lightbearer Tower, you're talking about a second tank for that Lightbearer Tower. Right there, guys. Rigby, if you get him to scale a little bit, he will work for the tower. There we go. We got Kanisa built up a little bit more, but he will work for the tower. E60, Mishka, Scarlet, Ainz, Athane, Lucretia, Grez. Yeah, Grez is one you do want to build up. I would do the E60 on Grez just because he's an S+ hero and because Grez has utility across every game mode, guys. There isn't really any formations that most players run that do not have Grez. Another double right there. And there is, look at that, guys. It is an Olgath. That makes, again, I believe 11. I believe that is 11 Celestials and Hypogens and another copy of Peanut. So we still got to figure out who we're going to summon for. Who exactly we're going to Stargaze for. I'm thinking Vathiel. There it is. Boom, there is Belinda. We knew it was coming. Blue Crimson. We got a copy. It is Belinda. Even though it's a bonus copy, that could have saved us a couple cards. Chances and probability of pulling the one single hero we are looking for. But we got it. There it is. Belinda is pulled. And on a double with Tamaris. Very nice. Again, we had been waiting for this, guys. And we finally seen it. There it is. With 500 cards left. It has come. And look at that. Blue Crimson with his little dancing money bags. We wanted to see one. Question is, can we see another one? Can we see another one in here, guys? With the few cards that we have left. And another double, which gives us Peanut and Rigby. Finally, and look at that. There is another elite, which is Salakai. Awesome. That is very, very cool. And there we go. There's another copy of a star. All right, guys, 400 scrolls left. Could we see it again? Yeah, the luck is there. Grez or Lucretia? Honestly, Maximilian, Lucretia. Lucretia is the absolute one that you want to build out of Grez and Lucretia. Lucretia will carry. Will absolutely carry through so much content of AFK Arena. Absolutely. Build Lucretia first. Grez works fundamentally without it. And look at that. Another copy of Kayleen. Again, I believe that will be Ascendant. And the elites are falling like literally crazy. It is crazy. The amount that we're seeing. We almost have all of the regulars, literally in its entirety, almost all faction heroes built at this point. Look at the additional copies, guys. We are just adding stars across the board for everyone. For almost everyone that we want to build. Again, we're going to build Drez out. I know we've gotten a couple more copies in there, but I definitely want to build him. And I think we do have enough to take him up to Ascended as well. Again, we'll get a little bit of food with all of these copies. Same with Salakai. Salakai is another one. Again, I know we're going to have more than enough food for all of these heroes. Just going to have to build a little bit of this up. We still have Verk. And we still have all the blue stones. And we still have all the blue cards that are in there as well. Yeah, we have a lot. We have a ton. Who should I garrison after Joan, Baba Yaga, Merlin from the shop, Ainz, Albedo? Yeah, Ainz and Albedo. If you're looking for the number one in guys, still my absolute opinion, the number one hero for the Dimensionals is Albedo. There is so many heroes that honestly get such a big boost from Albedo. Albedo is probably one of the absolute top heroes. Joan, Albedo, probably Mulan would be the top ones that I'm thinking just off the top of my head. That if you're looking to garrison someone, if you're looking to build someone, those are your heroes absolutely that you want to do. Night Shiver, what is going on? Most of you know Night Shiver is in charge, or the co-GM, however you want to put it, of the guild that we're in, the Hippos Hero Guild. Very cool to see it. Thank you for joining us. Is it worth building the Awakened Thane? It is, Aaron, if you have a lot of the other Awakened heroes built. Thane is not a priority. The Awakened version of Thane is not a priority hero to build, Aaron. He's probably about 5 down the list for getting the Awakened heroes, but is it worth it? Yes, they do work. You know, Awakened Thane works incredibly well, but if you have all the other ones, and look at that, guys, there is Oden and Salakai, and I want to pause real quick because I think that is it for Oden, guys. And it looks like it is. That is it for Oden. Oden still crazy amount of utility, and of course, Lilith wants us to build Rigby. They will not let up on Rigby at all. Drez, we're going to build up a little bit higher. I thought we'd maybe do a couple more, or have the ability to get a couple more summons, but we ran out of food in here. But there is Mythic. We'll build this out. We will definitely build these heroes out. Yeah, absolutely, Mickey. I have never seen this many elite heroes from Scrolls. Period. Never have I ever seen this many elite heroes. It is literally just every 1 or 2 pulls. We're not even going 3 and then a pull. It's been pretty much every 2 pulls consistently. I have all 4 Arena Celestials. Oh wait, only Zolrath and Orthos missing. 1 star for engraving. That's good, Shadow. You are definitely getting there. There's a copy of Thisu. 268 left, guys. Still, the 5-star heroes in here are incredible. And look at the diamonds, guys. We still have 679,000 diamonds. Again, for the Stargazer, it's going to be crazy to see. There's another copy of Drez. And I feel like we're going to get another Awakened hero in here. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. There's another elite right there, which is Thisu. Could it be one more? Could it be? And that's 25, like what, 2,500 scrolls. There is Palmer. And I want to see what the heroic ship looks like. And look at that. Rigby and a star again, guys. The back-to-back summons, the doubles, and we did see the triple there. Haven't seen a quad. I don't even know last time we've seen a quad, but another single right there, which is Salakai. Gonna have enough food to build him up as well. And another triple. Look at that. Ty Lee, Drez, Orin. Not as good as the last one, but still another triple right there, which is awesome. That is very cool to see. And that adds just more stars across the board to all of these heroes, guys. Palmer, again, he is a hero we did not have, not even 1 single copy. Through summons, we've already got him already to that Ascended. Tylee wasn't built either. Drez wasn't built. Salakai was not built. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Who's the next priority after Solus and Brutus? Yes, Belinda. I would absolutely agree with Hoppet. You want to build Belinda. She is just dominating so many game modes. Even PvP, even Treasure Scramble, guys. Belinda is doing absolutely crazy amounts of damage, which is the reason why so many players do build her. All right, guys, we are down to our last 40 scrolls here. Got an elite right there, which is another copy of Oku. Definitely going to have to build him up to a point. And our final pull, is it going to be an Awakened hero? It is just an elite, but another copy of Kayleen. I will definitely take it. I did 20 pulls for furniture, not 1 copy. Yeah, the furniture, I think they need to adjust some of the furniture. And I know we've talked about this before, guys. The furniture, I feel like they really need to adjust the wish list. I think they really need to kind of downgrade some of the wish list, honestly, to make it more accessible for a lot of heroes. So we're going to go through, what do we got? 900. I'm going to do 200 of each faction. That way we can kind of change it up for Mickey. Try to figure out, try to fix or finish some of these heroes. I'm gonna spend quite a few here. There's Salakai again. Get the rest of the smaller food that we need out of here. And again, I don't think we really need it once we go through and do all of those summons. But there is Drez again. I believe he is almost done at this point. Another copy of Salakai. So pretty much if Mickey wants to run any tower, he is going to have all the heroes for it. You convinced me I'm going to pull for Belinda with 440 cards. Definitely let us know, Devin. I wish you the streamer luck. I am passing it on to Devin. Definitely want to get those copies of Belinda, guys. 440, that could get you there. That could absolutely get you there. All right, let's see about a little bit more food. And it looks like we have another star there to add to Hendrik. I know it's going to be a little bit of diamonds to switch, but I am okay with it. Go ahead and swap this. And then I think we have Drez. Look at Drez and Salakai, guys. We have a ton of copies in there. Just a little bit more food, but that will actually take Drez up a little bit higher. I wanted to see, because I know last time we did summons for him, but it looks like that's what I thought. It is going to take him up to 5 stars based on the build here. The Drez, of course, guys, when it comes to the Mauler Tower, works incredibly well. When it comes to a lot of different places, he is really, really solid. And there he is, 5 stars. So we will have to drop him out of there. A little bit more food. We have, what, 3 copies? So Salakai will already be, what's that, adding 2 stars on him. So with those copies, we'll add 1 star on him, which is good. And again, we'll drop out Mauler. We'll drop in the Anoki. We'll drop in Sophia. Why not? We'll drop in Sophia. I'll do 1 more summon in here. Last one doesn't yield us anything but food, but I am okay with it. Let's go ahead and swap this down. I got 9 of furniture with Prince of Persia and Gwen months ago. Didn't fully know what I was doing, was massive regret. Yeah, Hoppit, some of the heroes have fallen so far down. It's tough. It's tough to see when you build a hero, when you finally get them built. And then, there we go, guys, Orin and a star. When you finally get the hero built, they're already far down when it comes to the tier list. It stings to see. Field of Star for Poke Coins. Yes, Lawrence, absolutely agree with you. I would love to see more Poke Coins. I would love to see more engraving mats. Within the Field of Stars, they could absolutely adjust that, which I think would be awesome. I think they should add 3 furniture resonance. The furniture resonance, that would be insane. Kuka. And there we go, guys, another copy of a star. If they did a furniture resonance, that, again, that would be kind of crazy to see. My Baden is mythic, 6 left. Yep, and you'll be done, Jasper. That is awesome. I love seeing the Awakened Heroes built. And getting a lot of doubles continued in here, guys. There's Orin and Oku right there. All right, we're going to go down to 600, and then we'll swap it over. There's a copy of Nevi. She is one that I am looking for, guys. There's a copy of a star. And they are really the core driving heroes. And look at the elites here. It continues, guys. I believe that might even finish out a star. So last one. Still have 27 cards on the table and continuing to build those out. And it took Nevi up, guys. Look at that. Remember, Orin, we had no copies of. He is at 4 stars. He is at 5 stars. We didn't have Peanut ascended, and that takes her to 4 stars. We didn't have Nevi, and of course, we have a lot of copies of Nevi now. Tamaris, we had nothing either. That takes him to 3 stars. And there is ascended. And again, Oku, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3 right there. Oku, tanking wise, Oku does well in the tower. Outside of the tower, not so much. Not a ton of utility outside of the tower, which is a little bit sad to see, but again, not an incredible amount of the utility. And again, food-wise, I'm not really too concerned with using some of these heroes, because who do we have? We have Iran right there, and we do have Namora, so we can use those copies. Just because I know we have so much more food in the bag to actually use and recycle these and continue to recycle them. Just got 11 copies of Belinda in 320 cards. Wow, that is amazing, Devin. That is very, very cool to see. Belinda, again, Belinda is a hero that is a pretty big game changer when it comes to damage-wise. So there is Ascended. That takes him to 1. And of course, the engraving, there goes him to 2. And there is 3 stars to Oku, which again, kind of insane that we're building them. One of them I got a copy. Next pull was a double. Next pull was another copy. That's better rates than we have ever seen. I'm actually a casual player, not so much into doing strats and good teams, but is Satrena good? Short of the tower red, she's not used anywhere, unfortunately. Satrena used to be really, really strong. And over the course of time, it's gotten to where no, she's not super, super good. For the furniture wish list, it'd be best if the spots were halved, so the ones you actually built are going to finish sooner. Yep, Lawman, that's my thought. The wish list, in my opinion, has too many slots in it. Is the reason why I would love to see it much lower as far as the slots are. Again, I would love to see it a lot lower. There's another copy of Edwin. I would like to see like 5 furniture slots so we can actually build them out faster and just recycle them through. 10, I feel like, is excessive when it comes to the furniture. And what's going on? Thanks for joining us for the live stream. It's little symbols, but I don't see a name there, but welcome to the live stream. We are going to continue running this, guys. We still have the Stargazer to do, and there is another copy of Edwin. I'm going to take this down to right at 400. Another copy of Desira. And I know normally we don't do the faction scrolls, but again, a lot of these heroes we want to continue to build out, guys. We definitely want to continue to build out. That's like 50% of what I paid. Yeah. What's going on, Keeper of Terrace? Thanks for joining us. There's another copy of Kayleen. Adding more stars onto her. Then, of course, we have food for whoever we need, guys. Doubles are continuing. Edwin and Desira right there. Building all of these out. It has been crazy. There's another copy of Kayleen. We'll do 2 more pulls. Then we'll swap over. And I don't know. I'm on the fence with the light bearers. Let me look at the light bearers. Because with 400 scrolls left, we still have all of these on the table. But overall, the light bearers, if we do multiple summons for the light bearers, I don't see a lot of heroes short of Palmer, which we could do the desired hero summons. But again, I don't want to continue to pull. But there's Edwin up to the Ascended level. 1 star. There is 2 stars, which means, again, the ship we're going to be able to. Again, looking in here, we have Belinda. See, short of Palmer in here would be good to build. And that's really it. That is it. I think I'm going to stick with my Graveborn, do a couple more Graveborn in here. Just for the simple fact, we have a couple more heroes that we do want to build out. Even looking here, guys, we have a few that we could build out a little bit more. You know what? I'm going to split them. I'm gonna forego doing the light bearers just for the simple fact that, again, there's not a ton in there. I can't believe the luck I just had. That, yeah, Devin, that is absolute insanity with the luck you just had. Same as your YouTube. What do you mean, Jasper? Oh, is it the same as what is displayed there? Gotta awaken Baden while your RNG is good. Yeah, go ahead and pull your next hero. That's a good idea there, Devin, to go ahead and continue building. There's Edwin again. Seeing a lot of copies of Edwin, guys, which I do not mind at all. He is going to find his place in the AFK arena. And our final one is an elite. which is Desira again. A lot of food we got in there. Let's swap over to the Wilders. I'm going to do a couple more in here. Again, because I want to finish out some of those heroes. We are crazy, crazy summons, guys. Again, I can't even imagine how many elites that we have pulled in here with the cards we had. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Another copy of a star, almost to 5 stars at this point. Then we're going to have to drop them out. Continue the rotation in there. What is going on with the account? Yeah, so Renard, this is Mickey's free-to-play account. We did summons in here probably about 2 years ago. So we did, again, it was literally years ago, we did summons in here. And everything that we have built, Mickey on the accounts is an absolute hoarder when it comes to the amount of stuff that is in here. We have built out almost everybody on this account in every single faction as a free-to-play account. Now, again, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. The heroes that we built out here and where we built them out on a completely free-to-play account. Saved for about 1.5 years. That is the last time, again, we did summons, was about 1.5 years ago. And it was on Mickey's accounts with literally nobody. Mickey has made a crazy amount of progression. And again, I can't even imagine how far he's going to go having all of the heroes built that he needed built, that he wanted built. He literally has anyone to choose from now on the account. Build them up however he wants. If he wants to engrave them, if he's not, whatever it may be, guys, there is a lot. I'm going to swap it over one final time. And there is Peanut up to 5 stars. And again, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars there. We already have copies of Gorvo. I'm going to drop, gosh, looking here, probably Leica. I mean, Leica's the only one to add a star on. But again, we're going to swap this over to our Wilder, or to our Maulers. I'm going to finish these out with the Maulers. My Edmund is 3 short of Awaken. Yeah, Edwin seems pretty solid, guys. Graveborn Tower, an absolute huge good addition in there. How many shards and codes? Edris, I mean, we had, what, probably 4,000 plus summons in here, which is insane. Absolutely insane with the amount of summons we have had in here right towards the end of the scrolls. And again, faction scrolls do not have the Awakened Heroes, which is kind of crap in my opinion, but it is what it is at this point. Keep petitioning AFK Arena to go ahead and fix this and put the Awakened Heroes in here. I would love to see them in the faction scrolls. Even at a 0.1%, the probability of you picking one up is so incredibly low, it's not going to hurt the bottom line. What's going on, Sheen? Doing great today. I knew, again, it was going to be a long summons, guys. There is a copy of Sophia. 33 cards on the table, which I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use those cards for our Lightbearers. Since we didn't use any of the faction scrolls in there, guys. Anasa, of course, we wanted to add more stars on there, which we did. Again, Salakai, we can build out. We have a lot of copies of all of these heroes, guys. So food-wise, what do we got? So we got some copies here. There we go, some more fodder. Just need a little bit more food, and Salakai will be up to Ascended as well, which is awesome. All right, guys, we're still looking for Palmer. And look at that, Nate, we have another new subscriber. That is already 2 for today. We got 2 memberships. We got 2 subscribers. Absolutely awesome to see. But guys, we have 33 cards, and I know this is going to be a pain because it pulls them one at a time. We want copies of Sonya. We want copies of Palmer, as well as literally whoever else we pull. Since we didn't use any of our faction cards in here, Cecilia we can use as well. But we're going to pull them all, and there is Palmer and Sonya, guys, 2 that we absolutely needed. Another copy of Peggy. Drinking there with my left hand. I was hoping I didn't spill it all over. And then it is into the Stargazer, guys. There's a copy of Rain. Rain, of course, with the addition of the Awakened version of Belinda. Rain has had an entirely complete revitalization as a hero. lot of utility in a ton of different game modes, which is really cool to see that she is having some, again, of that viability. It's really, really cool to see that there is a possibility for some of the older heroes to get not reworked, but repurposed or reused, which again, I think was really cool. I'm using Friend Scarlet plus Saurus, Rose, Palmer, and Rain. Yeah, that's a really strong team too. And Rosaline will do, or Rain will do the same for Scarlet that Rain does for the Awakened version of Belinda, really amping the damage that you have in there. Now, of course, if you build out Rain to a plus 60 engraving, she gets an extra 5%. Whale build, by far. Is this the longest stream I've ever done? Yes, Jordan. This is by far the longest stream that we have ever done, guys. My kids are actually out at a birthday party right now. The wife is gone as well with them. So it is all quiet in my house. There's nobody here but me. So I told her we have the stream coming up. We have some stuff coming up that we're going to be working with a little bit later today. Very, very cool, though. I love doing the streams. And this, again, it is by far the longest stream that we've done. That's why I buckled down. We got the coffee. Still going to do the Stargazer in here, which I'm hoping is going to yield us some diamonds because it's always fun to see the diamonds. I remember when everyone used to hate Rain. Yep, absolutely. I agree with you, Winnie. So if you guys know, and this is just a did you know fact, can anyone name the first ascended hero that I had? Now, I've been playing AFK Arena for almost 4 years. Who is the first ascended hero that I ever had? That is a good question. How do I like the new Awakened hero? Don't like her. I'm not a big fan of her, and I'm glad as of right now we don't have to build her because, again, I don't want to build her. I really don't want to build her. See, Beacon, now remember, I've been playing for 4 years. Rowan was released long after I started playing. Who was the first ascended hero is the question. Almas, Pharrell, Brutus? Nope, nobody's got it yet. Sora, I think you mean Saurus, Belinda. Nope. Nope, I want to see if someone can guess it. Going down the hero names, I'll give you guys a minute and then I will tell you. Is the Witcher duo used or is it a wasted investment? Yennefer is, and look at that, Mickey is a Hippo supporter. So much love for allowing me to make the videos and do the stream. Thank you for supporting the channel, Mickey. That is awesome. Nope, the Witcher duo, it is, Yennefer is used. Yennefer is used in the Witcher duo. Nobody else. So who do we got? Lucius, Saurus, Shamira. Hands must be tired. Shamira. Rain. There it is. Alfred Duss, you are the winner. That is what made me think of it. Rain was my first ascended hero within AFK Arena. They say you always remember your first. Redown got it there as well. It was Rain. Rain was the first, not only ascended hero, Rain was actually the first ascended hero that I got to 5 stars. I maxed out Rain very, very early game. And again, if any of you have been playing AFK Arena for a while, that was back before we had everything. So, yep, it was Rain. It was on the Insomnia account before it was the FHG account. When we started, it was Rain. So with Rain being built, again, Rain was my first ascended hero, and Rain was also my first 5-star hero when I built him up. It was really cool to see. And again, back then, if you think back then, we didn't have signature items. So we didn't have, of course, engraving. We didn't have furniture. We didn't have any faction specific artifacts. We didn't even have signature items. And a lot of players don't realize that when when we started AFK Arena, there was no signature item. So when you went to a hero like Scarlet, this piece right here literally said coming soon. When you clicked it, it just said coming soon. There was nothing. We didn't have a wish list. We didn't have a way to actually build specific heroes that you wanted to. It was the wild, wild west back then because, again, you would kind of go through and build and summon whatever heroes, which is kind of crazy, but it took a long time. Now, in addition to that, guys, the bane of my summons was this guy right here. Pharrell was my absolute nightmare. I pulled him up to Mythic Plus. I needed one copy. If you guys remember, if you guys seen any of my really old videos, I needed one copy of Pharrell. That one copy of Pharrell took about 7 months to get one single copy of Pharrell. We didn't have the desired hero summons. We didn't have the wish list. We didn't have any of that. Pharrell took months and months and months and months until I finally pulled that copy. It was insane how long it took me to pull that copy. Actually, my first was Warwick. A 4-year anniversary. I hope we get an Awakened Hero swap scroll. That would be awesome, Alfred Us. I want some engraving resets. I want some more swap scrolls. I think there are, what signature items are super old? You had Ascended. Yeah, Renard, we had Ascended Heroes before the SI. We sure did. Again, if you watch some of my really old videos, if you watch some of Vulcan's videos, they didn't have signature items. There were no signature items at that point. All right, guys. It is time. We are going to hop into the Stargazer. So get ready for this, guys. It is going to be an absolute fun one. And I'm going to kick it off with Vathiel. Now, we know Vathiel, again, utility-wise, Vathiel is being used in a ton of AFK Arena. It is very, very cool to see that he has a lot of utility. I want to build him up. I want to take him to the 1-star. Let's see if we can do it there. And Howdy finally got it. What's going on, D2? Another hero or another Hippo supporter. That is already 4 supporters, this one. Thank you very much. Awaken Swap Scroll. Absolutely hop it. I would love to see that. It would be very cool, again, to see that with a swap scroll. All right, guys, let's get into this. Let's see the diamonds. I want to see the diamonds. I want to start with Vathiel. Again, utility-wise, when you look at them in their entirety, Vathiel has a lot of utility, guys. All right, let's see these diamonds as well. Because I'm not sure how many we're going to be able to build out, but I'm going to start with the Chad. And there he is, guys. There is our unlock. So that was 4 pulls and an unlock, giving us 1 single copy. Now remember, they are, and look at that, back-to-back copies. Very nice. That makes it a lot easier when you're getting back-to-back copies of these heroes. 3 in a row. Might not be a triple, might not be a double, but that is 3 in a row. Insane. That is awesome. That is 3 copies. Can we see 4? Can we see 4? It is not. But that was 3 in a row. Do you think it's better or not to max out 1 heroes like SI30 on 3 different? Honestly, I build out the heroes one at a time. I am building out the heroes. I build them out one at a time. 3 copies of Vathiel in a row, guys. I'm still crazy about that. Yeah, I build them out one at a time. So what I do is I choose, and there's another copy. That is 4. I build out 1 regular 4 faction hero, 1 celestial hypogen, and 1 awakened hero at a time. Meloko. That is how I focus them. I have them on a list. I pick them out. I do them one at a time. 3 heroes in rotation to be built. And that's already 4 copies there, guys, of Vathiel. He is showing us some mad love today. Come on, I want to keep it going. And again, I want to see those diamonds. There's another copy. That gives us 5. Can't believe 3 in a row. And there's another one, guys. That is number 6. I know we have a lot of cards, but makes it a lot easier to pull these when we're getting the copy drops. All right, come on. We need the diamonds. I want to see the diamonds. There's another. That's number 7. Let's pull 1 more, then we'll build them up a little bit. Come on, fingers crossed, that's 2. Again, I'm kind of counting them down here. We're also getting a lot of those faction cards. Also getting a lot of those rare cards. And a double right there, guys. It is a double. Very nice. Is it worth forging select hero summons for Stargazing? What do you mean, Lawrence? Let me know what you mean. I joined doing the Overlord event. Yeah, that's random what a lot of people picked up, but there is a double Vathiel on that pull. And look at those copies, guys. I love seeing the copies. There we go. That is legendary. There's our legendary plus. That takes him up to our mythic level. And I still have that one because that was a bonus copy we just pulled. So one more copy will be mythic plus, 4 more for ascended, which means we need 5 in total. Awesome streamer luck right there. What's going on, Han? Bonjour from France. Thank you for joining us. Is it worth abandoning select hero summons for Stargazer? Depends where you're at, Lawrence. So depending on the heroes, there are a lot of core four main faction heroes that are really priority heroes that you need to build. Because essentially, if you're building out the Stargazer heroes, you're foregoing getting your Stargazing scrolls out of the faction towers. That's kind of the trade. So depending on where your account is, that's kind of the big trade-off between them. Is if you start summoning too early, you're going to be missing out of Stargazer cards from your towers. And there we go, guys. That leaves us 4 more. That takes him to Mythic Plus. Come on, where's another double? I want to see another double in here. There's another copy. Takes us to 3 left. Again, they are giving us some pretty decent luck here with pulling copies of Vathiel. And even the faction cards, guys, there's another copy. 2 left, and he will be up to that ascended. I still think they need to remove some, update the loot within here. I would love to see like the arena tickets. I don't know how many players are really hard up for a lot of arena tickets. There's another copy giving us 1 more. 1 more, and we will have him. And there it is, guys, back to back again with those copies of Vathiel. The streamer luck is absolutely with us today, guys. There we go. So we're going to go ahead. I want to add 1 more to him. I want to add 1 star to him. Because again, Vathiel is a hero you absolutely want to build up, and you really do. Now, we do have Alna. We already have Alna. We already have Taylene in there. I think I'm going to do Halos. Again, just looking at the build, looking at the utility-wise, we're going to get 2 more copies. When should I start using diamonds for Stargazing only? Kian, it's when you get to the point of farming your scrolls, farming the Stargazer scrolls in the faction towers. That is when you really do the switch. Usually having 3, we've always said roughly 3 ascended heroes of each faction is when you want to start in on the Stargazer, start building out Lucretia and a couple other heroes. Yes, Devin, these are crazy streamer luck. I think it's because we've been streaming for so long. Lilith is watching. Let me know if AFK Arena is watching. I know they've popped in before. I don't know if it was really them, but it could have been. I don't know if they're watching and bumping up the rates. But we need 2 more copies of Vathiel. That'll take him to that. There we go. We got 1, but that'll take him to 1 star. Again, I want to see the diamonds. Last time we summoned on Mickey's accounts, I believe we seen the diamonds twice. I believe there were 2 times we seen the 30,000 diamonds. There it is, guys. So Vathiel is done, which means that we can swap over to Halos. And we will build him out. There we go. Boom. 1 star, of course, with the engraving on there. We wanted to build him out. So let's swap over to Halos. And again, we're going to focus on building them out. I might do Tarnos. I might do Olgath. Let me know. Let me know who you're thinking. I had a number 148 on the bottom of the portrait earlier. Anyone knows what it means? If it's on the bottom of your portrait, that's where you scored within your realm with either the Cursed Realm or within the Treasure Scramble beacon. The little banner with numbers on the bottom, that's what it denotes. All right, guys, there is Halos. I believe that is copy number 2 for him. Let's see some diamonds in here, guys. I want to see the diamonds. Let's see a double, a triple. I know Halos luck is usually pretty good to build out a little bit further. Can't let the streaming luck leave now, and there's our second copy. Not seeing the back-to-backs. Come on, Halos. We still have 678,000 diamonds, guys. We're going to be able to build out a majority of these. Kanisa and Rook. Yeah, I love Kanisa and Rook. Again, utility-wise, there's another copy of Halos. They work incredibly well, Kanisa and Rook being built. Yeah, don't do Olgath. And Jordy, that's what a lot of players are saying. We are seeing that Olgath is not as impressive as a lot of players wanted him to be. Even when it comes to the Curse Realm, I think he's in 1 formation. And there we go, guys. There's Halos again. But we're not seeing a lot of utility from Olgath. There we go. Halos again. That is 20 more, guys, and another copy of him. Let me pull one more. We'll get one more copy, and then we'll go ahead. We'll build him up a little bit. And I don't think Mickey has enough engraving mats for as much as we've seen, guys. There it is. Very nice. All right, so that gives us a couple copies of Halos, which means, again, building them up a little bit higher. There's Legendary. There's Legendary Plus. So one more will take him to Mythic because we have one right there. So let's pull 3 more, and then we'll build it up a little bit. Still need those diamonds, guys. There's 1, 2 more, and that'll take him to Mythic Plus. Come on, double or triple. Want to see it. There's another one. 1 more. And that will take him to Mythic Plus. Let's top it up with the cards. And nothing right there. All right, guys, into the diamonds. A lot of Lightbearer cards right there. And I'm thinking with the mailbox, I don't know how much the mailbox can hold. I don't know if there's a cap on the mailbox, but we are definitely getting there, guys. So 4 copies of Halos, and that will take him to Ascended. Now, Halos, of course, is a hero. We have to get engraving. He is a hero that does require that plus 60 engraving to really be super effective. And there's a double, guys. Look at that. It is another double right there, just like we've seen with Vithiel. 2 more, and he will be at Ascended already. Definitely good to see him being built up. Come on, I want to see another double for these last 2. Still no diamonds in there. There's one final copy, and he will be up to Ascended. There's artifacts. I think those are pretty much done, as well as the probably 25 levels that Mickey's going to be able to build with the EXP. And there is a double card plus a Halos, which is awesome. Another question, does Zap work as a hyper carry in the Celestial Tower? No, Zafriel is really crowd control. It's not a huge hyper carry with him. A lot of what he does is crowd control. We see him as a really, really big crowd control hero, which is really where he's at. And he does also require a pretty big investment. Who carries really well is Vithiel. Vithiel will actually carry really well within the Hypogean Tower, or excuse me, within the Celestial Tower. He will carry pretty well. We've started to see him actually being one of the best in slot heroes within there. And it's interesting to see, but again, he is a really strong hero in there. Awakened Taylene has been kind of stuck in the tower. I don't know many places that really use that awakened version of Taylene anymore. It's sad to see. But again, the awakened version of Taylene is already a year old. So it's almost at the point where not many people are utilizing her anymore, which again, a swap scroll would be very cool to see. And Zap, again, requires a very big investment. In short of the tower, he's not really being used anywhere. That's kind of the kind of the other issue. So there we go, guys. There's 2 more copies. Is if you're building a hero out with a high investment like Zafriel, he is used really in the tower. And that's really it. So it's kind of tough to build out a hero that high to just be used in the tower. where again, if you look at Vithiel, Vithiel is going to be used in a lot of other places, which is again the reason why I would build him out. Now here, somebody said to build Mortis out a little bit higher, and you know what? That's a pretty good idea. I'm going to get 2 more copies of Mortis to take him to Mythic. Mythic is the only place that you do need Mortis at to get that signature item. Can build him up again a little bit higher, survivability, things like that. But I'm going to pull 2 quick copies of Mortis just to make it easy to get him up a little bit. Build out that signature item to the +20 is where you want to build him out. And then I'm going to go Kanisa and Rook. We're going to do Kanisa and Rook. Again, looking at the dynamic duo with Vithiel and Kanisa both being tanks, there is Mortis. I like the combination of him. I like them together. They work very well. And there is a second copy of Mortis. Let's swap this over for Kanisa. Again, looking here though, Mizoth not used, Leofric, Zekus not used, Frampton not really a lot of utility, Valoris not a ton, Olgath not seeing a lot of utility, which means a hero like Kanisa and Rook it is. Absolutely it is. You can relate, I currently do auto in the King's Tower, yeah. Does engraving Mahira make a difference? Not at all, Ryan. There is no reason to engrave Mahira. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. It doesn't make a difference. Her ultimate ability, the Mesmerize effect, works regardless of where you have her built. Again, there's no reason to spend the money in there to waste the engraving. And that's 1 copy of Kanisa and Rook. 426,000 diamonds left, guys. This is just insane. Absolutely insane, guys. There's our second copy. And I think we might have already had one of Kanisa and Rook. But I'm waiting to see those diamonds pop up. I feel like we're going to see those. Good replacement to use. They use Zap. I haven't gotten it much because he seems like a gas. Yeah, and he is. And unfortunately, Zap is a very, very big glass cannon. I have him built out at a +30 engraving. And he dies super fast. The good replacement would be Audrey. Audrey is still seeing quite a bit of utility, honestly. Still seeing Audrey with some utility. The original version of Taylene is still very viable within the game mode. I do like building them out as well. I want to see how many. Oh yeah, I'll check it out. V Firework. I'll check it out. How many heroes we built for the Elder Tree. Here we go, guys. Let's see where we're at for Kanisa and Rook. And of course, we have that Mortis buff, or that 1 Mortis copy we pulled. There we go. We wanted the signature item on there, which is exactly what we got. There's our Legendary Plus, and then I think we already have 1. Nope, we don't have any. So 2 more will take him to Mythic. 346,000 left, guys, which is incredible for the Stargazer. There's 1 more. All right, guys, I want to see a double, a triple. Still want to see the diamonds. I love when they pop up in here. There we go. There's another copy. And that one's pretty quick, too. That takes him into Mythic. So 2 more will be Mythic Plus. Come on, we gotta be close to getting those diamonds. How many Poe coins does he have? Poe coins, we'll look at it in a minute. I will check it out. And there's another copy. 1 more, and that will take him up to Mythic Plus. There it is, guys. All right, 4 more, and he is ascended. Again, trying to keep copies so we don't overbuild here. Kanisa and Rook, 9 of 9 furniture, guys. Just game-changing for the hero. There we go, 3 more. Back-to-back copies again. Still getting lucky, guys. I can't imagine how many faction cards that we have in here. Because the numbers have to be astronomical. We need 2 more. Then, of course, we're going to add that 1 star in there. There's 1. Come on, Kanisa and Rook. Feel like I'm just dumping diamonds down a black hole into the Stargazer. And this should be the pull. There it is. All right. Look at that. Boom. Love seeing all of those copies of our Celestials and Hypogen heroes. All right, there's Mythic Plus. There is our Ascended Kanisa and Rook. Again, that means we need 2 more copies, and then we'll be able to add that engraving on Kanisa and Rook. Gonna have to see exactly who we can prioritize for the engraving on here, because we have a lot to do. We have like 8 heroes that need engraving. So there is 1 copy. Let me see 1 more. Come on. Still no diamonds in here, guys. There it is. There is our last copy. Still have 150,000 left. There we go. So we have another one built. Who should we go for? Let's see. Who else should we go for, guys? 150,000 diamonds. Again, we have Halos. We have Vathiel. I like both of those being built. Taline we already have. Ulna we already have. Maybe Tarnos. You know what? I'm going to go for Tarnos. Let's see how far we can get Tarnos. I don't even want to know how many Celestial and Hypogen I allow because I got screwed. So what do you mean, Shadow? Diamonds incoming. That's what I'm hoping. I'm going to drop Tarnos in here, guys. Let's see what we can do getting Tarnos built. I love Tarnos. He is such a very solid hero. Again, I regret not building him earlier. Let's see what we can do for those diamonds. There's a copy of him. Celestial Tower is going to be ready to rock and roll with all these heroes. Yeah, I like Audrey, but again, Tarnos, I feel like a lot more utility in there. Same with Moriel. Tarnos is being used in quite a few different places. Tarnos is also being used within the Treasure Scramble. And he actually falls within some of the best in slot teams with the Treasure Scramble. So I like it. I want to see. I just pulled for Solus. I got 5 and 160. That is incredible. That is incredible, guys. There's another copy. They're wanting us to build out Tarnos just like we've seen in the past. And he is just a PvP monster, guys. Come on, there's another Mauler card. There is another copy. We're going to pull him. Don't you want to get the twins to 1 star? Not really. There's not a huge drive to get the twins built up. Even the engraving, if you're not pushing the envelope very high endgame, doesn't make a huge difference in there. Again, if you're not really pushing more endgame. Final pull gives us a copy of Tarnos, guys, just like that. Let's see where we built him up. Got some solid copies of him. Legendary, we have what? 1. We need 1 more copy to take him up a little bit higher, but we got him to Legendary Plus, so I am definitely happy with that. I didn't track my polls, what I've seen in the last month. I've been doing just, yeah, some of those. So let's look at library. We wanted to check out library. Elder Tree, how many points do we have, guys? 738 points. Look at that. 738 points, guys. Look at the heroes that we built in their entirety, like Nevi, 29, 30, 30, 30, 30. Even looking there, guys, 738 points just based on the heroes we built in this stream. Wow. Boom. That is insane. So we're at what, 97? There's 100. There's 105. So from level 97. Look at that, guys. That is insane. From 97 to 127, guys. We gained 30 levels in the Elder Tree with those summons. That is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. And look at that, guys. We have another new subscriber. Venki, thank you for subbing to the channel. Absolutely amazing, guys. Looking at the cards, 19, 17, 12, and 22. Wow. Look at these, guys. 38, 48. Even the chest, I can't imagine how many are sitting in here. because it's literally going straight to max again for almost everything. That's another 50,000. Another 50,000 right there. Again, it is just capping all of our resources. There's another 47,000 essence. And again, Mickey's going to be able to go through here and pretty much build anything that he wants after he takes an hour and kind of cleans out the mailbox. Let's look at the Poke Coins real quick, guys. I don't remember if you know me. I got Awakened Soulless yesterday from just one summon. I don't remember if you know me. Not sure how you got the Awakened summon with Awakened Soulless with one summon. I'd have to see that. So looking here, guys, he used the Poke Coins, but look what he saved us. He saved us these scrolls, guys. That is right. We're going to go down here. I'm going to hop on the Awakened version of Belinda. Boom. There we go. From 0 to 9, just like that. The ultimate way to build the heroes. Same with our new Hypogen hero. From 0 to 9. Boom. Done. Both of them completed in their entirety. Who's higher priority? Nevi or Palmer? Honestly, I would say Palmer. The big thing with Palmer, guys, is Palmer does incredibly well in a absolute crazy amount of game modes. I would absolutely build out Palmer first, just because of the viability that we see Palmer in. That would be my first choice. So there is our new hero, and then of course we're going to put Belinda in here. I just want to put the furniture on them, guys, so we can build them up a little bit more. We'll drop them into the resonating crystal so we can build them out. So smart selection. Everyone, it looks like medium priority. And there we go, guys. Both of those go to the 9 of 9, which is awesome for them being built out. We're going to build out the signature items as well. Definitely want to drop them in the resonating crystal. Again, we're going to be able to gain a lot of levels in here, but right here we have, boom, number 1. And then, of course, Belinda is in here as well. Kanisa and Rook. We have so many heroes to build. It's crazy. It's absolute crazy how many heroes we have to build in here. And where did she go? There she is. So signature items, we're going to build these out, guys. And I just want the satisfaction of building these out with the engraving and getting them ready. I feel like I overguessed. Last time FHG did a big summon, they only got 10 to 12 levels. Yeah, this one was huge because we used the scrolls. That's one of the big things, Devin, is we used all of the scrolls in here. Which again, we had 1,000 scrolls. So utilizing those extra 1,000 scrolls is crazy. Even here, if you look at our red chests, we gained about 300 red chests, which there we go, out of doing the summons. Rapid strength. So we're going to do the 30 in here. We're going to do the 60 in here. And there we go, guys. Just like that. We're going to have to get our gear, get all the tier 4 gear, get her completely maxed out. But there is our 30960 when it comes to Belinda. And this is a hero that I have not built out yet. I want to do the same here for the satisfaction of getting this and building these out, guys. It is crazy, crazy cool to see. 2 fully built Awakened heroes, and then what, 4 Celestials and Hypogens? Even here we have what, 19, 18 left. Go ahead and build the rest of this out. 28, 29, and there is our 30. And I'm hoping it is well worth it. We got the furniture, we got the plus 30 signature item. We'll add in the rapid strength again, looking at the amount that he has here. 1 and 2, boom, being built. That means all the skills, all the abilities, everything in here is completely unlocked for both Awakened heroes, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Again, we're going to have to go through, get the gear for her, have her all set, but it is amazing to see that we do have both of them built. And then again, looking here, we built out Vithio, we built out Halos, we built out a little bit of Tarnos, and then of course in here we built out Kanisa and Rook. We got Mortis up a little bit higher, but overall, looking at the primary 5 factions, we've built out just about everybody, guys. We built out Sonya, we built out Palmer, we got a couple more stars on there, maxed out a lot of 5 stars. Even here, we can build out Salakai a little bit higher, but we also got Anasta, we also got Ty Lee. We got Orin, 4 stars. We got Tamara's 4 stars. We got Nevi built up. Again, crazy, as well as Peanut. And then in here, the same. We got Edwin built out. Let's look at the ship before we conclude here, guys, because it's going to be kind of crazy. Advanced ship. All right. So Matria, of course, we're going to get some more Stargazer cards. Get some loot. There is the gear for her. Then we're getting the animated avatar frame, which I love. And of course, picking up some Poe coins. Hero Growth Bundle doing the same. 25 rebate on chest. 5,000 Poe coins right there, along with 250 of our engraving mats. Edwin, we did the same. We're going to get all of his loot, including the animated avatar frame. We could definitely do some more growth on him. But we also get all of these guys almost to 5 stars, even more mats right there. Almost got him to 5 stars. Olgath, we did the unlock on him. Didn't get any more copies. And then Tamers was the same. Look at how much loot is in here, guys. This is insane. The amount of loot. That gives us, what, 3 animated avatar frames across the bottom. And then Tamaris, I mean, we could even do some summons within the next 13 days to get this, actually, this furniture scroll in there, which is insane, guys. That is absolute incredible. Mickey has got so much time in here to build this out. Again, you're going to have to go through, clean out this mailbox forever. Even looking here at the blue cards, we have almost 100 of all the blue cards, and we still have max zones right here. So anyone that you're still looking to look out to build out, as well as all these faction cards, and 400 more time emblems are sitting right here. We're about 2 hours and 20 minutes in right now, guys, which again is just absolute insanity. Again, most of the streams we do for about an hour, so we are kind of crazy with getting this done, but I absolutely wanted to do a massive viewer summons over here on a live stream. It is amazing to see the heroes you can build. And again, looking at these guys, they're free to play. They are free to play, guys. There is nothing that they put into these. We built 2 Awakened heroes in their entirety, still have 300 cards. We could make a very solid push towards building a 3rd Awakened hero. Now, looking at the King's Tower, building up all the heroes we did, guys, is going to be literally game-changing in every single tower here because of the heroes that we built, especially Celestial Sanctum. You add in Halos, you add in, you know, a lower level Tarnos, but you add in Vathiel. It's going to be crazy. That's one of the big things, Winnie, is Mickey, similar to Javid, has saved an incredible amount of stuff. Chapter 41 without doing summons, without doing any of that. So he's on VIP 10, just like we see normally. Free to play cap is VIP 10. This is the cap. I've done summons before on Mickey's accounts. VIP 10, Blue Crimson is where it's at. You can't go any higher. So it is, again, where you're kind of stuck at that point as VIP. I was hoping in the future maybe they'd let you get a little bit higher, but we have a crazy amount of heroes built in here. I want to give a big shout out for Mickey for allowing me to do the summons on the accounts. It's so incredibly rewarding and fun to not only get to sit here in summons with you guys, but the luck that we had. Javid has a lot of real life stuff going on. Night Shiver, every now and then he makes it on some streams. I talk to him through Discord. A lot of things going on in his side of the world. A lot of problems with the internet. A lot of stuff going on with Javid. Known him for years now. And again, personal life always takes trump over games, over anything else, guys. Make sure spending time with your family, doing everything that you need to do. All right, guys, again, thank you for Mickey for allowing me to do the summons. Thank you guys for joining me for the summons. It was awesome to see and awesome to do. Incredibly lucky when it came to that Awakened version of Belinda with only, 422 cards we used, which again is kind of crazy to see her all the way built up. But we're going to save these. I know Mickey is going to continue progression in here and as well continuing the summons, continuing progression on here. We're going to do some summons. Is he okay, though? Yes. Last I've heard Night Shiver, he is good. Again, just a lot of personal stuff going on. Before we're done, I'm going to do my viewer giveaway. I know we do this every time I want to hop on, and I forgot to do it. I didn't want to miss it. We're going to do our membership gifting for everyone who is still in the chat. Let's go ahead. I'll click that really quick. Just takes a minute to show up. And I'm hoping it works. I don't know if there it is, guys. Gifted 10 memberships just like that. So that'll pop up in a minute. Congratulations for everyone who got a new membership. Jasper the Friendly Ghost got another one right there. It'll take a little bit to cycle through there. Simon got one as well. Alejandro, Vlad, looks like Kian, Lucifer, Devin. Nope, Devin didn't get one. Isa, Tusher, Andrew, and Eric got a gift membership. So congratulations for getting the gift memberships. I love doing the gift memberships, guys. It is my way to give back to all you guys that support the channel and support AFK Arena and everything we do through YouTube, donations, super chat, memberships, everything of that nature. So it is very, very cool to see. Congratulations. Love doing that. Night Shiver, great stream. Look at that. A big super chat right there. Thank you very much as the co-GM of my guild. All the love and support for what you do to manage the guild. Like he said, we have 6 open slots within the guild that we run, and we keep it active. Lilith has said that they are keeping the a lot of guild activity, a lot of things we are going to see this year are going to be specifically around guilds and specifically around active guilds. So coming in the future, there is going to be some stuff that is going to come up that you're going to have to be in an active guild similar to the Abyssal Expedition. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what they come up with in the future and what exactly we're going to see when it comes to AFK Arena with the 4th anniversary and everything else. So again, guys, that'll do it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It was awesome to sit here and have the ability to stream to you guys. And Breno, a new subscriber to the channel, thank you for subbing to the channel. Very, very cool to see. Have a good day, guys. I'm going to go relax for a little bit. It seems like after talking for 2.5 hours, I'm going to have to relax and not talk to anyone for a little bit. But again, it was well worth it. I love being able to sit down and talk to you guys. So have a good day, guys. Have a good Sunday. Got some more videos coming up. A lot more things are coming up. So if you need anything, hop over on Discord. Check it out. Are we gifting memberships for what? Yep, we gift memberships every stream. It goes out to random players. There's no way to assign it to people, but the gifting membership goes out to random players. As you can see, the new subs are showing up. The gifts are showing up. Thank you very much. Again, have a good Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me. It was awesome to do the stream. And as always, thank you guys for watching.